Hi gang! Today I'm taking a look at Cheaty Mages from Alderac Entertainment Group, otherwise known as AEG. This is a card game for 3 to 6 players, ages 12 and up, plays in about 30 minutes, and it carries an MSRP of $19.99. You can see it's, compared to my hand, a good sized little card box here. Flip over to the back. Cheaty Mages itself, you're playing a magician who's attending these arena battles between these different creatures, and you're betting on the results of these battles. And to help ensure that your creature wins the match, you're going to be casting spells to try to influence the fight without getting caught in the process. It contains 120 cards, also 30 coin chips. Let's flip this back over and let's see what we've got inside the box. So we've got a little bit of a rule book. Let's see if I can get this out here. And let's zoom out a little bit. Looks like pretty short, maybe about 12 pages or so, we'll see. So we've got a little bit of a flavor text, game overview, the components, discussing the spell cards themselves, how they break down, the fighter cards, judge cards. Those are the judges who you're going to try to avoid being caught by. Betting cards, coin chips, preparing to begin the game. A round sequence, how to place your bets, how you play your spells, and then it looks like we've got a breakdown of a sample game as well. Oh, I was wrong with the 12 pages, a little longer than that. And a bit of an appendix. And all in all, 18 pages of rules. Well, the reality is about 10 pages of rules. The rest is talking about the sample game. So we've got the rule book here. Then it appears we've got the coins. So these are going to be your winnings. My understanding is that you'll play 3 rounds. You'll have 3 different battles with the creatures. And whoever's got the most dough at the end of the game is the winner. And then it looks like we've got 2 decks of cards. So let's drop these out and take a closer look. Each of the players will have various spell cards that they can use. So there's one deck, which is the spell cards. We also have fighter cards. So these are the opponents in the arena. So we'll put that down there. We have the judge cards. Place those there. And then we have betting ticket cards. Yeah, it looks like we've got a few more spell cards here too, so we'll put those to the side as well. These betting tickets, I understand each of the players will get 5 of these cards, so they run in value from 1 to 5. And what you're actually doing is these are who you're selecting to be the winner for the bout. So if you have the number 2, it would be the second creature in line that's who you're betting on. My understanding is you don't have to just bet on one creature to win. You can bet on the single creature who you think is going to win, and that will win you the most coins. You can choose 2 creatures who could win, and then you can choose 3 creatures who could win. But of course, with the 2 or 3, you're going to win fewer coins. So we've got 1 through 5. So each of the players will have a set of the betting tickets 1 through 5. Then we've got the spell cards. And these spells all have different values to them. So I believe this is probably the mana cost, and each judge has different criteria. So you can only utilize so much mana on one of the creatures before the judge will notice and get involved. Now I do have to point out that you might hear a bit of a hum in the background. I'm in Yorkville right now. It is single digits outside. With the wind chill, it's about -10. So I know the furnace is working a little overtime here. So this is going to talk about, like I said, I believe this is the mana cost. This is the type of spell. A little bit of artwork here, and then the effect it has on the creature itself. So we've got cure, healing, regeneration, energy boost. Hey, it should be a big can of Monster there, right? Refresh, magic missile. And I believe this effect is just on the power of the creature itself. Fireball. So some pretty interesting artwork on these. Oh, a forbidden spell. So just taking a look through. And each of the players is going to draw so many of these spell cards for each match to see what they have available to them. It's not as if each of the players have specific areas of magic that they specialize in. Any of the mages, any of the players can utilize these spell cards. So some look like they're probably a bit more rare to draw than others. And some have special abilities as well. Target player discards a card. So you're actually playing this on another player rather than the creature. So on and so forth. Yep, as you can see, there's only single copies of some of these spells. So kind of neat. It's important to note that the designer of Cheaty Mages, Seiji Kanai, which hopefully that's correct, I'm probably wrong, also designed the extremely popular Love Letter, but this looks like this is quite a bit more involved than Love Letter. Love Letter is a fun, quick game. I don't like to use the term filler game. You put filler in meat and it's nasty. I look at those kind of games as kind of wind up or wind down games where you get your gaming evening started or ended with one of those games. This looks like it might run a little bit longer and a bit more complex than just Love Letter is, although obviously this game doesn't look like it's very difficult. So here are your combatants, and they all have various power and a prize. So with the betting mechanic, what you'll see is if you only selected one creature and that creature wins, you get twice the prize. So let's say, for an example, you selected the goblin to be the winner, and the goblin wins with a minuscule power of 1 plus whatever spells you've cast on it. You would earn 20 coins. If you had selected 2 creatures to win, I believe you get just the prize money, and if you selected 3, you get half the prize money. Don't quote me on that. I haven't read through the rules, but I have heard about the game. So we got the goblin, the orc, the skeleton, who has a special ability here, the lizard man, the ghost, another special ability, the succubus, the dark elf, the minotaur, the demon, and the dragon. So those are your 10 combatants, and for each round you're going to randomly be selecting 5 of these combatants to be taking part in that match. So we've got that there. Then we have the judge cards, and each of the matches will have a judge. So once again, this is random, so it tells the name of the judge and kind of gives you an idea of how strict that judge is. So he's a severe judge master, so he does not allow support or forbidden spells, mana limit 10, and he will eject the fighter who receives 10 mana points, or so on and so forth. So you could get caught casting spells on your fighter of choice, and then that fighter gets ejected from the match. Looks like this is just a pretty much doesn't care judge. Doesn't matter, you could just go all out with mana spells. Looks like there's some more effects as far as the mana limit that this judge will allow. Got Zap the Cheerful. Oh, yes. Lottie, Orlair, Lester, and Morla. So those are the judges that could be judging each of the matches as well. So there you have what's in the box for Cheaty Mages from AEG. And of course, be sure to swing over to thegaminggang.com for a full review of Cheaty Mages very shortly. Once again, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks for watching.